Hey, boss. I could use some help. Got a minute? I know you're busy.
Hey, you mind checking it?
Actually,
I'm sure. We should not.
time.
So, sentiment. But a do-over doesn't have much appeal for either.
Well, that was less painful than expected. Thanks for coming, Hunter. We all needed to, clear the air.
Took Tony long enough to figure out shop class, huh? I thought his suit had the thicker skull.
You seem happier than I expected.
Of course I'm happy. Everything's back to normal. That's all we wanted. I'll let you get to it. Parker can't wait to dive in.
Glad that's over with. So, another. Did you? No problem. You ready?
I am ready.
Parker's creative drive is amazing. And
I think that was our...
I am ready to go.
Robbie, you got a sec?
Sure.
About Salazar Steel. I couldn't remember any details about the Stark Technology Center, so I did some digging. 10 years ago, Oscorp and Stark Industries were in a good old-fashioned business war. Salazar Steel was a promising acquisition. When we realized Oscorp was angling in, we bought the plant from Mr. Salazar. What we didn't realize was how much of his finances were a mess. He poured his profits back into the plant. It was the only thing keeping the lights on. With the Oscorp thing, well, our stock couldn't afford to take the hit. We had to shut the plant down.
Then, what was the technology center?
A complete fiction. The only problem I saw from the boardroom was a dip in our stock from closing the plant. So I did the classic billionaire's trick of pitching a ridiculous idea that would take years to get off the ground. Stock rose. People celebrated my genius vision. And that was the last I thought of Salazar Steel. But I should have followed up. Ensured the people who lost their jobs found new ones. Robbie, I'm not the man I was 10 years ago. I'm glad you met me, and not him.
This doesn't make you look good.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
I meant, you aren't trying to spin this. That's... I respect that you shared this. Warts and all.
Oh yeah, of course. You deserve to know what happened.
So, I'm going to tinker with the Hellride. You wanna give me a hand?
Yeah, sure. Tell me where you need me.
Look, I don't want to brag, but I think this is our best work. Yeah, I know, blah blah, teamwork, blah blah blah, but still, it's impressive what we can do when we all work together.
Never had the devil jump me before. Talk about nightmare fuel.
This new breed is the Diet Cola of vampires. Their taste is a pale imitation of the original. Aspartame, more like Aspar-lame. Anybody?
I can't believe I have to say this, but don't make any more deals with the devil.
If you checked on Eddie recently, I know how dangerous a wounded animal can be.
Mephisto is a bully. Someone needs to stand up to him and put him in his place.
Man, I used to be scared of the devil. Then, I kinda became one. I mean, I'm still scared of the devil.
Being cordial with Mephisto never sits right with me.
Is Eddie doing okay? Maybe he'd feel better if we let him pick at the next movie night?
I've had this strange feeling ever since I made that deal with Mephisto. Probably nothing, right?
That creature should not have found his way into Limbo. There will be no next time.
Playing with hellfire every time we come.
You know, Mephisto doesn't look that tough. And how much do you think he benches?
You seem frustrated. If you need to vent, I could hold the punching bag while you hit it.
Nah, I can't take everything out on Peter.
That is not what I...
Yeah, I know what you meant. Sorry, Hunter. Didn't mean to bite your head off. Honestly, I feel like I'm the one who's getting used as a punching bag right now.
Mephisto is getting to you?
Ha, for starters. Yeah, don't forget about Lilith. And with these vampires, feels like everyone's forming a line.
That is a lot.
Your mother controlled me. She took away my free will. Now Mephisto has me under his thumb. I'm tired of being someone's puppet.
You are angry, and you should be. Channel it. Use it to fuel the battles ahead.
Yeah, I got no shortage of fuel, so don't worry. But I get your point. My symbiote is a great companion, but makes it hard for me to think straight when I get worked up. You know, I always thought of myself as the lethal protector. I can be the bad guy if it means protecting the innocent, but Mephisto has me all twisted up. It makes me think I can't even do that.
Sounds like the only thing left to do is teach Mephisto not to mess with the Midnight Suns.
Huh. All right. I can get on board with that. You know, I was actually thinking about that all. And not the fabled hero who beheaded Medusa, but the real-life Macedonian king. A book in the library says he possessed a god-forged spear that made him invincible. Something like that might kill Mephisto.
If Perseus was invincible, what happened to him?
Oh, his territory was eventually conquered by the Romans. But I'm sure that's only because the spear had been stolen before then.
You really believe a blade like this still exists?
Well, yeah, it's indestructible. It's gotta be somewhere.
You should speak to Caretaker or Dr. Strange. I'm sure they could offer details about the spear you would find enlightening.
Are you saying that I can't trust my own sources? Those party poopers would just tell me that chasing after the spear is a fool's errand. But, okay, I see what you're getting at. I'm taking the screwball approach to things like I always do. But still, I have to do something. Give me some time to think.
Hunter.
We all have skeletons in our closet, but Eddie might actually have skeletons in his stomach. Respect.
Anything else on your mind?
Thanks, Carol.
Catch you later.
You talked to Eddie? How's he doing?
We exchanged matching lockets with our photos inside.
Aw, I was hoping you and I could do that.
I could buy a bigger locket.
Nah, three's a crowd. You and I will have to settle for matching tattoos. But seriously, how's he doing?
He needs time to recover, but it seems he will be all right.
Sure, but how do I put this delicately? I'm concerned his emotions will get the better of him.
How so?
Well, Eddie was always an emotional tornado, but the symbiote doesn't help. It feeds off his emotions, enhances them.
Eddie's feelings are not his own?
Oh, they are, but they're amplified, sometimes to a dangerous degree. Take it from me, the symbiote can really wind your gears.
Eddie will have an easier time taming his impulses if he feels like part of the team.
You're right about that. I hope the rest of the team can be patient with him while he adjusts. Don't worry, I'll keep an eye on him. If he stops acting like the Eddie I know, you'll be the first to hear it. Sal's my favorite hunter.
What is it like to have a tan? Does it hurt?
Mephisto is a force of pure malevolence. Ideally, our paths should never cross his again.
Doctor, are you familiar with the Spear of Perseus?
Hunter, please, I'm getting a bit old for children's fables, don't you think?
Okay, so it is just a story? The spear isn't a real magical artifact?
No, far from it. In fact, the Spear of Perseus is really a misnomer.
What do you mean?
Well, the Spear of Perseus isn't a physical blade, it's a military tactic. Perseus used to arrange his soldiers into a spear-like formation on the battlefield. That ridiculous legend about a supernatural weapon came centuries later.
I see. I just talked to Eddie, and he is convinced the spear is real. He hopes to hunt it down to use it against Mephisto.
Oh, by the hoary hosts of Hoggoth, I hope he enjoys chasing wild geese, because that is what he is about to do.
Doctor, knowing Eddie, I worry he might find something that he believes is actually magical.
Whatever he finds is all but guaranteed to be a chintzy replica, likely ripped from a museum gift shop.
I am sure Mephisto will enjoy using it as a back-scratcher.
Indeed. Let's hope Eddie gets bored with this tale before that happens.
That is something.
Hey.
good.
It's not much, but I have managed to locate a few details. The Forge is a powerful tool. So, do you have much experience with smithing? Perhaps you should put your suit on for this.
Where do you think I got the suit, Doc?
I assume through some sort of elaborate computer-aided precision.
What have you got for me, boss? Sure thing. Get started. Not bad, right? Find more coil, send it my way.
Caretaker could have... No pain, no gain. Time to take it to the next level. I think we've got...
I won't hold back.
Do your thing.
The legend walks among us.
right then.
This should be useful.
Let's do this. Peace.
How goes it, Hunter? Or is it the Hunter? How do you sleep at night?
Is there a problem?
No, I'm literally asking how you manage to sleep at night. Here, at the Abbey.
What keeps you awake?
Not including Strange and his 3 in the morning chanting? The roar of the ocean, winds moaning through the rafters, the little girl in the tattered dress who croaks, "I know what you did," from my bedside mirror?
Ah, you mean Prudence. She says that if you do not wash your hands after using the restroom.
I get the sense you aren't taking this seriously.
I get the sense you are not taking your personal hygiene seriously.
Oh, you want me to admit this is Strange, don't you? No, no way. I can figure this out on my own. Think, Tony, think. What if I slept in the suit? Turn the sound dampeners on? Set it to vibrate if there's an emergency? Huh.
Hydra's mystics are trying to open one of those rifts. It probably goes without saying, but we can't have them summoning abominations from the other side.
They seem very set in their ways.
Where'd you learn that one? Pretty good. Ouch.
Digging deeper, reaching for something to call for.
Presumes to lurk in the shadows. They're particularly fascinated with me.
Here's one. Any of this, huh?
This won't take